Hello, we are Team It's Gone Red. We've been working to find a solution for Challenge 1. Our team is made up of a mixture of project managers and system administrators from the Ministry of Defence and EDF Energy. Our challenge was set by Rolls-Royce and was focused on schedule instability issues. Key focus points included current processes that are manual and time-consuming and issues with understanding performance variance from plans. These issues impact clients, planners and senior leadership. We aim to harness data-driven insights for proactive schedule management and predictive analysis from a 12-month data set while looking forward to understand how we can further develop this application into the future. Our solution will enable us in the future to provide each user with a tailored view of the data required to inform their roles through the schedule coherence application. As well as supporting senior leaders, it will provide clients with confidence in forecasting provided and allows planners to automatically analyse what is having an impact on the schedule, changes made, and the risks that need mitigation. Our journey started by reviewing key pain points from the users, which we then used to further develop our user personas. Once we had captured the user personas into their own profiles, we reviewed the pain points and allocated them to the profiles that they would impact most. This enabled us to define the challenges and goals of each of the users. Our initial focus has been to develop the requirements of the senior leadership team. To do this, we split the work into what could be achieved now with the data provided and what could be achieved in the future once the initial application had been developed and historic data had continued to be captured. From this, we started to build out our dashboard.
This slide is showing the relationships linking all of the tables we've created together so that the fields are ready to pull through to the report visualization pages. Our schedule milestone performance report page is designed to display the change of project milestone dates over time, give a RAG indicator of the amount of change as well as a predicted future forecast outlook. We also contrasted that against the planned resource requirements, both material and labour, to see if there was any correlation between the apparent delays in forecast time and reductions in resource requirements. For activity variances, this report page shows the variance of change between the current reporting month and the previous reporting month. This is to give an idea of the scale of change and the stability month to month. There's some KPIs at the top for different types of change, date, duration and resource units, as well as a top 10 list of contributing activities to those quantities of change. For the change impact report page, we pulled in a list of recorded changes that a planner will have made when updating the schedules each month, and plotted that on a bar chart to get an idea of the common types of changes they've made to the plan. We also compared that against the total numbers of activities that have subsequently changed after the manual changes that have been made, and you can see a clear difference between the small amount of changes made to a plan can have a large impact on the overall activities. We also display a trend line here of the different types of changes over time, which also indicates that date changes are by far the most prevalent change.
The senior leadership visualization is designed to enable the SLT tailor conversations to the critical areas using the RAG status by WBS, showing how far the project is progressing compared to the planned end date. Negative number of days denotes project still has time, where a positive value is an overrun. The histogram helps categorize the portfolio of projects by the issues faced, enabling the SLT to intervene as required. The planner visualization. It's designed to enable the planning team visualize the performance of projects using again the RAG status, which shows how far they've progressed, or they use the trend analysis, which allows them to visualize the composition of the portfolio and delivery confidence.
To ensure that we have achieved the organisation benefits, we worked backwards to the outcomes to understand the business change required, and then developed our solution to ensure it answered the questions required. This has resulted in our benefits map, which demonstrates the golden thread from project outputs through to benefits.
Question 1. We examined the Excel data to work out the cadence of the updates supplied, which we determined to be monthly. We then prefixed each file to the relevant month and used Power Query to collect and combine all 13 files into one table of data. We worked through each column, applying the correct data type and making adjustments where necessary. For example, removing the time date data from the date fields. We then generated additional tables, with one for a standard calendar to cover the full date range in our table, and another for the report periods. Question 2. We added additional columns to identify the previous month's durations and dates to use for variation comparisons. We added a flag to distinguish between milestones and tasks to report on movement of the milestones. Question 3. The concept we have designed features 3 different interfaces with information relevant to each of the different users. We've analysed the pain points and personas to understand the goals and challenges that each user type faces. The application would eventually have a landing page to direct each user to the reporting function they require, with permissions in place to ensure data protection. In the future, we would look to run trials on initial prototypes to assess how accurately we have met the user needs and to ensure adjustments are made where required.